And now for a freakishly long video, which is the multicolored cards of Dragon's Maze. Let's begin with Advent of the Worm. This is quite powerful and limited. Will it see standard play? Quite possibly. It's very powerful. And you have to kind of want to abuse Populate more, but I mean, it's very strong. This is definitely a card that you want to keep your eye out for. We have Alive and Well, which is probably 4 mana, put a 3/3 green creature token on the battlefield. You probably won't be casting Well too often, but if you do, it probably means you need it. Next, we have Armed and Dangerous, which I think is very, very powerful. It is basically 6 mana Plague Wind, if you have a big enough creature to back it up, which is not a bad thing at all. We have Armored Wolf Rider, 5 mana 4/6. Not incredibly impressive. Ascended Lawmage I really like. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's a 3/2 flying hexproof for 4, so if it was a 3/3 flying hexproof, that would be way too broken. Beck Call, you want to get, I would say, get a hold of these. This is my one speculation. Beck is going to see a lot of play. You want it. Beautiful Mage is a very solid common. It's very solid common. So take it. It's a good in the Simic decks. We've got Blast of Genius, 2 target creature player, draw 3 cards, then discard. Then it deals damage equal to the discard card. Convert mana cost to that creature or player, which is, I don't like it because 6 mana, you know, draw a card, maybe not even get removal because you might want to discard a land. Like, don't like it. Blaze Commando, so 5/3. Whenever you cast an instant, whenever an instant or sorcery you control deals damage, put 2 1/1 red and white creature soldier tokens with haste. I'm not sure what to think of this guy. I would have liked him more if he was a 5/4, to be totally honest, but he might be solid. Blood Baron's a complete bomb in limited. I expect him to see standard play. He's very good, like very, very good. I like him a lot. I want all of these. All of them. Not really. We have Boros Battle Shaper, so 7 mana 5/5. Do stuff. Yeah, if you get this guy in play, you're probably winning. We've got Breaking and Entering, which is probably breaking if you're playing any sort of constructed format. Entering is meh. I'm not terribly impressed with this card, to be honest. Bred for the Hunt is a fun build around me enchantment, which I like these. I like these sort of ones. If you have the very, very good Simic deck, it might be fine. Bronzebeak Moa can do a lot of work for it. I mean, okay, so it's a 4 mana 2/2, so keep that in mind. But if you have enough creatures to back it up, you can get it swinging as like an 8/8 for maybe 1 turn. So they might be scared. That's it. 4 mana 4/2. Whenever a creature blocks, that creature's controller loses 1 life, and you can regenerate it. That regenerate clause makes it so much better. This guy is very. I like him in the Rakdos decks. He just smashes the face. Reminds me of the Iron Giant art, though, for some reason. Catch and Release is more specifically catch, because no one's paying 6 mana for that. So you catch stuff. Yay! It's not bad. Council of the Absolute's fun. Will it see standard play? Maybe, maybe not. But it's going to be naming Sphinx's Revelation probably 90% of the time if it is. Dead Bridge Chance is a fun one for EDH. I really like it in EDH. Standard, no. Debt to the Deathless. White, white, black, black, X. Each opponent loses 2 times X life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. It's like double exsanguinate sort of thing. Adds white to it. This is definitely a card, I think. Not amazing in standard. It might be okay. Just because it's 2x, I mean, it's a 3x life swing. So even for 2 or 3, it could be an okay finisher. Deputy of Acquittals I really like. I think it's a very powerful and value common. Down and Dirty. You're paying overcosted Mind Rot or overcosted Regrowth. And neither one of those is too impressive in limited. Dragon Shift is okay. 7 mana to just overload and make everything 4/4 dragons and just smash face. Does stuff. Drown in Filth, 2 mana, choose target creature, put the top 4 cards of your library, and then that creature gets -1 for each land. Not horrible. I was wondering where this art was from. I thought it was gonna be something different. This is definitely, if you're in Golgari and you've done sufficient mill, this is very solid removal. Otherwise, not too impressive. And Monotandrous makes me cry. Exava makes me smile. I've already talked about those. Far and Away, I think, is fine, especially for limited. Standard, not so much. Feral Animist, 3 mana, 2/1 that you can pump it maybe once. If you do it twice, yeah, you're a big guy. Now we have Flesh and Blood. I've already talked about it. I'm not terribly impressed with it. Flux Charger seems very interesting. You can get a 5/1 flyer, which is not irrelevant. Gaze of Granite is very good. It's like a bad Pernicious Deed. I mean, it is a bad Pernicious Deed. But I like it. I like it a lot. Standard and limited, though I don't think it will see much standard play. Give and Take. It's a very solid Simic card if you have the Nuts Simic deck. Otherwise, you probably won't be playing it much. Gleam of Battle is a win more enchantment. If you cast it, you're probably winning. I thought this was going to be a rare at first. I hate Goblin Test Pilot. I'm not going to talk about it. Gruul War Chant seems pretty good, actually. Each attacking creature you control gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Yeah, I like it. We have Haunter of the Night Vale. Also, I like that one. It's a big flyer that can make all their other dudes smaller. The Sphinx I also like. I don't get the flavor of it at all, though. I don't know why it's an Azorius card. I like the Gorgon. 5 mana, 2/5 Death Touch that you can remove counters and give stuff -1/-1. I really like it. Crisis Incubation, you'll be playing it as Expensive Pacifism, or sorry, Expensive Arrest. You probably won't return it to its owner's hand. Lavinia of the 10th, yeah, you play her in limited. Legion's Initiative, yeah, you play that. Master of Cruelties, yeah, you probably play that. That made those easy. We have Maw of the Obzidot. Sack a creature. Creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. This doesn't feel very good. I don't like it. I hate the art too. I just hate all the things. Melik is probably quite fine in limited. Mirkovalsk is probably better in limited, but they're both solid. Morgue Burst, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, then it deals damage to target creature equal to the power. So it's, again, more expensive removal. And one of the things you notice is there's no cheap removal in this set. So we have Nivik Cyclops, which is fine. Big Horn Turtle. Notion Sleep Thief, I think we'll see play in standard. I like it. Obzidot's Aid is insane in EDH, probably fine in limited. Not insane. I don't like Pilfered Plans because it's expensive divination, or harder to cast divination, basically. Plasma Capture is pretty funny. We've got Profit and Loss, which I really like. But I like the original Ravnican one better. We have Progenitor Mimic, which is just a bomb. You probably want to play that. Protect and Swerve. Not too impressive. It's a combat trick. Putrefy is good. It's removal. Rattles Eric. It's a Planeswalker. You play it. Ready Willing, I very, 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 very much like. I'm not sure why. Reap Intellect, the Dimir Mythics. Blech. Render Silence is fine. You don't want to play too many counter spells in limited. Standard might see play. You might just want to play Dissipate, though. Restore the Peace. Not sure what to think about it. I love the flavor text, though. That's pretty funny. Rot from Skeletons, meh. Rurikthar, I kind of want to build a deck around him after I've seen the whole set. Gut tells me he might be, quite good. I like Savageborn Hydra a lot in limited. Standard, I'm not sure if it gets there. We have Scab Clan Giant, so it's a 4/5, and it fights a creature at random, which is great flavor because he's blindfolded. Very interesting. Showstoppers, not too impressed. I mean, it can certainly get a Wrath, a sort of effect. You just swing with everything and do work. Sin Collector's okay. I like Sire of Insanity. I don't like Species Gorger, unless you can abuse it very, very well, which, who knows. We have Spike Jester, so 3 mana, 3/1 haste. It's like Rakdos Shred Freak. Tajik is insane and limited. He's insane and limited. Tessie is probably also quite good and limited if you can get there. I very much like Tithe Drinker. 2 mana, 2/1 lifelink extort. Yeah, I really like this card for limit. Definitely a high pick. Toil and Trouble, I don't like too much. Sunny Summer is a giant finisher, which is pretty cool. I like the art on it too. Turn and Burn, another card I very much like for limited, standard maybe. I will be first picking so many Unflinching Courages, it's not even funny. I love this card. It's so good. Armadillo Cloak. Also seems quite good in limited, maybe other formats. First Blade's also fine. The fact that he's got haste on turn 3, and he's becomes a 4/4 the first turn, quite solid. He can trigger Battalion. Like this guy is definitely a high pick common. Not quite Sky Knight Legionnaire good, but it's very good. Get your Voice of Resurgences. It's gonna be Chase Mythic. Voral's also fine in limited. It's more an EDH guy. War Leader's Helix is removal, even though it's not Lightning Helix, which this basically tells us, oh look, yeah, we made Lightning Helix too good. Warp Physique, more removal, definitely you want to play it. Wear and Tear is sideboard at best. Woodlock Crawler, keep your eyes on him. It protection from Thragtusk is something to keep in mind. Zerta Ancient's kind of fun, I like it. And lastly, Zerta Druid's also quite good. Okay, thank you all for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe.